Even though Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have been married for 29 years, the mom of three went on TV and put their marriage to the test. Kelly chose to test Mark by telling him the famous bird theory phrase. John Gottman, a researcher on couples, came up with this way to see how engaged a couple is with each other and whether they are interested in each other's lives. The blonde beauty told her husband out of the blue that she saw a bird this morning, before they talked about the idea on Wednesday's episode of Live with Kelly and Mark. "Oh, you did? What kind of bird is it?" Kelly let out a gasp when Mark answered. "Oh my gosh, he loves me." "Yeah, I do," Mark answered, lost for words. That was really simple. Kelly then told him about the idea, saying that it involves talking about seeing a bird in a casual setting. If you mention to your partner that you saw a bird and they ask you a simple follow-up question, that means that they are interested in you. They are intensely listening to you. They love you, she said. Mark joked, or they like birds. He then said, "That was a good testament. They see you. This person has seen you." But if you say, "I saw a bird this morning," and they say, "Okay," that means they're not that interested in you, Kelly explained. So apparently, you should file for divorce right away. Mark then made a joke, saying, "Break up with them." The Riverdale actor thought about what phrase guys would use to test their partners, and Kelly told him, "Any question at all. We'd love it." Michael Gelman, the show's executive director, then said that sports would be a good subject for the test. Mark then told Kelly that he was really bummed about the Buccaneers. "Oh no, what happened?" she asked. "There you go," Mark replied. "You do that." "Today I saw a cool car." "What kind of car?" Kelly asked, which made Mark quickly respond. "You don't like cars." "You could tell me the name of it and I'd still be like, okay," she said. Kelly and Mark have been married since 1996. They got married quickly in Las Vegas after meeting on the set of the soap series All My Children the year before. They have 3 children together. Michael, 28, Lola, 24, and Joaquin, 22. They've been honest about the good and bad times in their relationship, and Mark has already written about their agonizing breakup, which happened a week before their last-minute wedding. "It's a funny story because we broke up the week before we ran away together. I was stupid and broke up with her. It was the worst week of my life, and I knew I never wanted to feel that way again. That was the worst feeling I've ever had," the 54-year-old said on the Skinny Confidential show. Kelly Ripa is one of the most well-known daytime TV stars. She is liked by millions of people because she is funny, charming, and real. Recently, though, Ripa put her marriage to the test on radio with her husband, Mark Consuelos. It was one of the most memorable moments of her career. This funny and touching moment has caused a stir on social media and beyond, leaving fans thinking what happens when two people who have been together for decades test their relationship in public in front of a crowd. A story of love in the news. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos are used to being in the public eye. They met on the soap show All My Children in 1995, which was the start of their love story. They quickly became one of the most famous couples on TV, and their chemistry on screen carried over easily into real life. Their closeness and steadfast support for each other has long been seen as a sign of long-lasting love by their fans. Just a year after meeting, they got married in 1996. Since then, they've built a family and raised 3 kids together. Over the years, they've been through the ups and downs that come with having a famous job and a family. Even though a lot of people are interested in their relationship, they have kept it pretty quiet. They have told fans just enough about their love story to keep things feeling personal. Kelly and Mark have shown over and over that their relationship is based on laughter, being spontaneous, and being able to make fun of themselves. This easygoing, fun vibe is part of what fans love about them, and it was a big part of the memorable moment they shared on Live with Kelly and Mark recently. The test on the air. The couple faced a live section of Live with Kelly and Mark and were asked to talk about their relationship in a number of personal questions. This kind of thing happens all the time on talk shows, but what made this one special was how Kelly and Mark talked about it. They were funny, honest, and a little competitive. At the start of the show, Kelly and Mark were sat next to each other, ready to talk about their long marriage. As the questions came up, though, it became clear that this wasn't just a game of knowledge. It was a real test of how well they got along. The questions went from silly ones like, "What's Mark's most annoying habit?" to more serious ones about how they became friends. There was then a hilarious back and forth as the couple tried to outdo each other by giving funny facts about themselves. The friendly banter quickly got more serious as Mark made fun of Kelly for her stealing the covers at night, and Kelly made fun of Mark's need to keep their home immaculately clean. People in the crowd laughed out loud as they saw the couple's love and playful fights happen live. It got more tense between the couple as the questions went on, but not in a bad way. Instead, it showed how well they knew each other by showing how they could finish each other's sentences, share inside jokes, and answer the questions with a mix of love and honest thought. You could feel how well they got along, and their love and fun came through in every word they spoke. It was clear that the test wasn't about winning or losing. It was about how well they could handle the problems that come with being in a public relationship. The reveal. There is strength in weakness. What made the piece stand out was how open and sure of themselves the couple was in their answers. Kelly and Mark weren't afraid to talk about private parts of their relationship. Instead, they jumped at the chance to show how close they were and show that they could count on each other even in the worst situations. When they were asked what their biggest problem was as a married couple, it was one of the most touching parts. The challenge is learning how to navigate life with kids, careers, and the pressures that come with being in the public eye. Mark said right away, "Kelly and I have always hit each other though." Kelly was just as honest. "Marriage isn't always easy, but we've always had this amazing base of love and trust. We don't take that from each other." It's nice to see Kelly and Mark being honest and open in a world where famous marriages often seem short-lived. Their desire to be honest about the problems in their relationship while stressing how important it is to talk to each other and help each other out showed how strong their relationship was. How humor can help you get along with others. The piece made people laugh, but it also talked about how humor is an important part of a healthy relationship. The fact that Kelly and Mark can joke around, tease each other, and laugh about their differences shows how strong their marriage is. They have been together for more than 20 years, and their relationship shows that fun is an important part of a long-lasting relationship. The humorous parts of the episode showed that a couple can still be playful after being together for a long time. They have found a way to keep things fun instead of letting life stresses get to them. They keep the spark alive with shared jokes and unplanned humor. Not only is this a fun way to spend time, but it can also teach people in relationships an important lesson. Laughing can help us get through anything. How the fans react. It was no surprise that fans responded quickly to the on-air event. A lot of people commented, tweeted, and made memes about the piece, and many of them praised Kelly and Mark for being honest and funny. People were amazed at how well they got along with each other and how much love they showed for each other despite the playful teasing. As one fan put it on Twitter, "Kelly and Mark are relationship goals. I love how they make marriage seem fun and real, not like a storybook." Others were moved by how vulnerable the couple seemed. "It's nice to see a couple who is so honest about their problems and still so in love," said someone else. "It's clear that their love is still strong after all these years of being together." Some people might have thought the part would be a simple, funny game, but it turned out to be much more than that. It was a celebration of a marriage that has stood the test of time, based on love, humor, and mutual respect. A relationship that gets extra attention, with the right amount of humor, openness, and love. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have shown us that a marriage can grow even when it's in the public eye. The on-air test wasn't just a game. It was a chance to remember people that relationships need work, communication, and most of all, a sense of humor.